Friends and families, welcome to the Cal State Long Beach College of Liberal Arts Commencement Ceremony. Let me direct your attention to the video display screen nearest you, where you can catch a glimpse of your graduate as they come into the venue. Now let's get ready to welcome the College of Liberal Arts graduating class of 2026.
Friends and family, if you're ready for the graduating class of 2026, keep that energy up and count it down with me, starting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Graduates and guests joining us today to recognize and honor our history-making graduating class of 2026 are the following distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university. Esteban Seferino Charco, ASI Senator, College of Liberal Arts. Shelton King Jr., Executive Vice President, Associated Students Incorporated. Miston Mills, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography and Environmental Science and Policy Program. Caitlin Forat, Director, Global Studies Institute. Chris Karajov, Chair, College of Liberal Arts Faculty Council. Catherine Perkins, Chair, Department of Political Science. Kim Kelly, Chair, Department of Human Development. Stephen Russo-Schindler, Chair, Department of Anthropology. Sophia Pandya, Chair, Department of Religious Studies. Yutian Chen, Chair, Department of Economics. David Schaefer, Chair, Department of History. Jennifer Fleming, Chair, Department of Journalism and Public Relations. Suzanne Perlich, Chair, Department of Geography. Chi-Ah Chun, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Donna Nickel, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dan O'Connor, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dushi Sathyanathan, Vice Provost, Academic Planning. Jeff Cook, Chief Communications Officer. Chris Fowler, Chief of Staff. Dr. Brian Jackson, Interim Vice President, Information Technology. Daniel Montoya, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Dr. Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Andrew Jones, former President. And Dr. Lauren Blanchard, CSULB President. In 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. To sing it for you this afternoon, please welcome Alyssa Curiel.
Home to scholars, artists, dreamers, all are welcome here. Maker of tomorrow's leaders now and through the years. Love for all that came before us in our hearts we hold. Always honor truth and justice, always black and gold. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach.
Good sunny afternoon, Long Beach. Buenas tardes a todos. President Blanchard, honored guests, members of the faculty, relatives and friends of the graduates, and class of 2026. I welcome you to the 76th Annual Commencement Celebration of California State University, Long Beach. I'm Dan O'Connor, Dean of the biggest, and you better believe the best college on the campus of Cal State Long Beach, the College of Liberal Arts. As we begin our ceremony today, I would like to acknowledge the Tongva, Gabrieleño, and the Ahachiman Juaneño nations as the original stewards and traditional caretakers of the land where Cal State Long Beach is located. It is an honor to work at Pavungna, a sacred site known as the Gathering Place, to the Tongva and other Southern Californian Indian people. We recognize the Tongva and Ahachiman nations and their spiritual connection as the first stewards and the traditional caretakers of this land. We thank them for their strength, perseverance, and resistance. Thank you. I would also like to recognize our special faculty marshal, Grand Marshal for today's ceremony, Dr. Seiji Steinmetz. After 2 decades as assistant professor, associate professor, full professor, chair of the Department of Economics, and associate dean in the College of Liberal Arts, recently left and is now the dean of California State University, Los Angeles' College of Business and Economics. Welcome, Seiji Steinmetz. The College of Liberal Arts, or CLA as we like to say, offers a multitude of majors, minors, and certificates. We have hundreds of faculty members and staff who are there to support our almost 10,000 students. Yes, 10,000 students. I did mention that we are big, didn't I? You, our students, are at the center of everything we do, and I am delighted to be here today to honor you, the over 2,700 graduating CLA students as part of the class of 2026. I think I need to hear a louder yay than that. Thank you. Thank you to the mother in aisle 37 back there. Thank you for getting us started. I wish our gathering here today was one more in number. I would like to recognize the accomplishments of a student who will be awarded a posthumous degree today, Joseph Acevedo, with a Bachelor of Arts in Geography. His family is here with us today as we honor him and recognize his hard work and the hard work of all of our CLA graduates. His family would like to express the following, quote, "Earlier this year, we lost Joseph to his battle with cancer. Joseph was a fun and loving spirit whose passion for animals and nature led him to pursue his degree in geography. His memory will live on through his parents and siblings who are honored to accept his degree on his behalf." And I want to welcome Diana Acevedo, Joseph's mother. I know today is a monumental day for everyone. For all of you students in the stands and everyone who helped you get to this stage today, where soon we will hear your names as you become Cal State Long Beach's newest graduates. We've all had support from family, friends, faculty, mentors, and so many more. If you have someone to thank, shout it out. I encourage you by the end of the day, or even the end of this ceremony, to thank someone who helped you get here. Post your appreciation on social media. Pick up the phone and give them a call, an actual phone call with a live human being on the other end. Tweet it, snap it, TikTok it, or go really old school and send a thank you card to someone special who could not be here today. Share this day, share this achievement, Tell us your story. Representation matters. And share your gratitude with those who helped you reach this moment. Graduates, we are all here to celebrate you. You have earned your degree in the liberal arts tradition, a tradition that values critical thinking, centers diverse perspectives, and fosters effective communication, ethical judgment, and decision-making, and the idea that you can have a conversation about politics and religion and disagree with someone and still have a conversation about politics and religion. We honor empathy, humility, and curiosity. You have done internships, you have traveled abroad and learned languages, you have joined clubs and served your communities, you have worked on projects in classrooms, labs, and beyond with your professors and peers. When you are asked, well, what does one do with a liberal arts degree? Please answer, anything I want. Our liberal arts majors become teachers, business owners, pilots, poets, counselors, social workers, researchers, lawyers, politicians. That's where political science is sitting today. And just as importantly, they become community activists. Some even become professors and college deans. You've made the most of your time at Cal State Long Beach as Cal State Long Beach students, and we believe that you will make our society a better place when you graduate. We are proud to send you out into the world as the new ambassadors of the College of Liberal Arts, and we are so excited to see what you do next. I would now like to welcome to the podium our former president, Andrew Jones.
Good afternoon, graduates of the class of 2026. Listen, I know it's really warm out there, but I really need your attention for a minute because I have a very important question to ask you. Are you ready to graduate today? And family, friends, good afternoon, families, friends, faculty, staff, and everyone who came out today to honor and support these amazing graduates. I have a question for you as well. Are you ready for them to graduate today? It's a little warmer back there, but I'm going to take that as a yes. That's a good sign, very good sign. Graduates, many years ago, I sat exactly where you're sitting right now. Well, actually, I was over in the upper quad, but otherwise, I was in exactly the same place you are today. Just another hopeful graduating student at the beach, wondering where life would take me. At the time, I could not possibly have imagined the path that lay ahead, or that one day I would return to serve this university as the first alum to occupy the president's office. When I arrived here as a student, I was full of possibility, but not yet certain where my path would lead. No one in my family had been to college, and I didn't know how to navigate the system. But like so many of you, I found mentors here. I found opportunity here, and I found a community that believed in what students from the beach could accomplish. In so many ways, this university gave me my start. That's why it's been such an honor to serve this past academic year as president. But today, the title I'm most proud to hold is the one that I now hold with all of you. And that title is Graduate of California State University, Long Beach. Graduates, as of today, you join a remarkable community of almost 500,000 alumni around the world. You leave this campus not only with a degree, but with a lifelong connection to this institution and to one another. Being an alum of the beach is something special. It represents resilience, opportunity, and the belief that education can change the course of lives, not just for individuals, but for families and even entire communities. So wherever life takes you next, always remember to take the beach with you. Take the work ethic you built here. Take the curiosity that brought you here. Take the belief that opportunities should be expanded for others, not just for ourselves. If there's one thing I hope you carry forward from your time here, it's this. The beach, the spirit of the beach, does not stay on this campus. It travels with you into the world. Today is not the end of your relationship with this university. In many ways, it's just the beginning. Stay connected to the beach, come back, mentor students, give back when you can, support the next generation. Because the beach The beach will always be a part of you. To many people, the world today can feel uncertain, but moments like today remind us why the future still holds so much promise. And the future looks brighter today because graduates of the beach are entering it. So graduates, go apply what you've learned. Go use your talents to lift others. Go build careers that matter and lives that make a difference. Go strengthen your connections to this place that helps shape you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go make your mark on the world and go beach. And I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing a longtime colleague and friend. I've known Dr. Lauren Blanchard for many years, and I've had the pleasure of working with him in the CSU system. He is a thoughtful leader, a person of deep integrity, and someone who understands the power of public higher education to transform lives. I know this university has a bright future and is in excellent hands with him at the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th President of California State University Long Beach, Dr. Lauren Blanchard.
Thank you so much, President Jones, for your encouraging remarks and for your steady and reliable leadership this past year. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, staff, members of the platform party, proud family and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2026. Today is indeed a momentous day in your educational career. Obtaining a degree from Cal State Long Beach signals to the broader society that you are ready to lead, ready to engage, and ready to contribute significantly to the public good. The commencement ceremony is far more than just a conferral of a hard-won honor. It is an announcement of your limitless potential. You now carry the knowledge, skills, judgments, and responsibilities honed here at the beach. Those attributes will take you to places you cannot yet fathom, places in which you will rise as a leader and you will rise as an agent of change. As you progress into and through your career, remember the faculty and staff who guided you, and give thanks to friends and families and mentors who sustained you. In their honor, remember to lift others as you have been indeed lifted. Help someone else to accomplish their dreams. You're now an alumnus of California State University Long Beach. With that distinction, your circle of influence is larger than ever. Doors will open for you and opportunities will be presented to you. Take them. Revel in your triumph. See where your limitless potential will take you. Graduates, you have my sincerest congratulations on achieving this milestone today, and I wish you the absolute best in your future endeavors. And as always, go Beach!
Good afternoon. I am Donna Nickel, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Where are my history majors? All right, as someone who earned her master's degree in history from Cal State Long Beach many, many years ago, it is my great honor to announce this year's Master's Award winners. We would like to begin by recognizing this year's 2026 Dean's List of graduating master's students, university scholars, and artists. The Dean's List is limited to only 1% of students pursuing master's degrees in our college. A nominee must show evidence of truly distinguished academic achievement in their chosen field. Please join me in congratulating the following students who have achieved this extraordinary distinction. From psychology, Anna Valsava Fejas. From anthropology, Olivia Marie Romero. From political science, Tatep Rangprapit Kitsari from political science. From English, Jade Jasmine Safri. And from linguistics, Josue William Valente. Congratulations to these extraordinary scholars and to the dedicated faculty who mentored them. Would the winners please stand if you're able and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. And now we recognize this year's recipients of the Best Master's Thesis Award. From Applied Anthropology, we have Lisa Den Nguyen. Her thesis was entitled Longing for Home, Navigating the Complexities of Homelessness in Little Saigon's Vietnamese Diaspora. From Linguistics, Deborah Lorraine Sanchez. Her thesis was entitled Indigenous Wellness, Resistance and Language Reclamation in the Wake of Colonization and Settler Colonialism, a Schmoowitch Case Study. Will the winners please stand if you're able and be recognized? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chia Chun, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. I am pleased to join Dean O'Connor and Associate Dean Nickel in congratulating all of today's graduates and their families. We're particularly honored to recognize our 2026 Outstanding Baccalaureates for the College of Liberal Arts. They are Alyssa Agudelo from Comparative World Literature and Sociology, Daria Abbasi Jafari-Najad from English. And last but not least, Melanie Michelle Sandoval from Anthropology and Chicano and Latino Studies. Would Alyssa, Daria, and Melanie please stand to be recognized if you're present? And would the audience please join me in congratulating them? Thank you, and you may be seated.
Graduates, we have reached your moment. We are pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for master's degrees. Graduates, after crossing the stage, please return to your seats if comfort and weather permit.
Good afternoon, Beach family and friends. Are you ready to make it official? It is now time to present the candidates for conferral of the master's degree. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand if you're able? President Blanchard, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Graduates, you have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and by your Dean, as well as by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate master's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please now come forward under the direction of the faculty marshals.
Tatep Ruang Prapa Kitsari.
Carla Lopez.
Dana M. Ahmad. Casey Chavez Martinez. Victoria Aide Ayala.
Magali Vargas.
Luis A. Covarrubias. Yesenia Erica Free.
Jasmine Sandoval Lopez. Rizu Sato.
Paige Rihanna Kim.
Eleanor Grace Nicklin. Anna Rikshpun.
Aubrey Ronald Beller. Henry Jinga Chen. Victoria Mary Cinquagrani.
Alondra Hernandez.
Lucy Blue Sila Baker.
Christina Isabel Lopez.
Diego Alberto Diaz. Andrew Roger Flores.
Christopher Gael Reyes Miranda. Mark Guerin Betita Masana.
Andy Gregorio Silvero.
Carolina Chavez.
Cameron Alexa Valencia. Tanya Gez. Kathy Lanto. Lisbeth Lourdes Sanchez.
Liliane Marie Corral.
Valerie Gonzalez. Kevin Patrick Hauser.
Aura Darinka Sandoval Telon.
Kathy Chavarria. Monisha Barua.
Catherine Elizabeth Licuye.
Benjamin Gray Argyle Crane. Henry A. Austin.
Jacob Richard Olson.
Jack M. Johnson. Samuel King.
Adam Douglas Russell. Fernando Pensamiento.
Tyler P. Caldwell.
Olivia Romero.
Brianna Lucas.
Bridget Angelica Sturbence.
Jillian Leslie Garcia.
Xiao Lei Samantha So.
Heather Pentecost Karabit.
Sharmila Mitra.
Alejandro de Loera.
Rose Colleen Wadian.
Kosuke Asakawa.
Lydia Beatriz Lopez.
Soon. All right, here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
It is my honor to present the candidates for conferral of the bachelor's degree. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand if you are able? Where are they? I don't see them. Where are they? President Blanchard, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Thank you, Dean. Graduates, you have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate bachelor's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies completion of your undergraduate degree from California State University, Long Beach. Congratulations.
Helping us out a little bit. Esteban!
Esteban Zeferino Charco.
Shelton King, Jr.
Jaron Amory Williams. Nicholas Torres. Ishel Oceana Salinas.
Matthew Morales. Samuel James Oliver.
Sarah Margaret Christine Barksdale.
Sage Gabriel Schwarzkopf Hamilton.
Sean Matthew McCarty.
Isabella Torres Ortega. Anthony Robert Villarena.
Driti Patel.
Lisbeth Paola Vidal.
Reza Itzel Perez. Nubia Pilataxi.
Bobby Jeanette Gomez Barron.
Maudrey Ava Latke.
Kiana Lee Valerio.
Alejandra Alejandre.
James Gonzalez.
Natalie Faith Ramey. Sofia Negrete Ramirez.
Valeria Isabel Soto.
Elia Rosales.
Alexa Chloe Briones. Audrey Itzel de la Rosa.
Paris Taylor.
Devin Davis. Kiana Davidson.
Yaremi Isidore Morales. Natalie Elizabeth Guerrero. Danielle Linda Gonzalez.
Stella J. Early.
Haley Hoselick.
Mac Rose Anderson.
Samantha Nicole Soto.
Corinne Naomi Bray.
Daniel Menendez.
Dylan Robert Vienna. Joe Sawamura.
Cindy Medrano Castrejon. Kimberly Monterosa.
Miguel Alfonso Soto.
Claire Anais Castillo.
Trent Gersbecker.
Brendan Joseph Byrne.
Jimena Ramirez. Summer Michelle Moffett.
Dylan Matthew Marujo Crisostomo.
Audrey Blanche McDonald. Abigail Isabella McCoy.
Malia Isabel Gutierrez.
Braden Cooper Ortiz.
Cassidy Allen Shute,
Diego Rene Flores,
Abby Tan Sostiono,
Vanessa Mendoza Polk, J.K. Oldenburg,
Melanie Castillo,
Helen Nieto,
Yareli Lopez,
Olivia Carol Clark,
Amelia Francine Haas,
Alexandria Grace Breen, Victoria Marie Abad, Elisa Nicole Baker,
Saul Ranja Shad, Adam Vincent Wagner,
Carissa Naomi Peterson,
Christian Eduardo Lopez Chinchilla,
Andrew Iriano,
Michael Glenn Parrish,
Jose Adon Herrera,
Vani Dia Tiagi,
Remy Dakota Felix,
Marlene Rosales, Rigoberto Aran Rodriguez, Jocelyn Castaneda Modeste,
Gabrielle N. Herrera,
Mariah Alyssa Sines,
Adriana M. Romero,
Alexander Aiden Cabrera,
yellow card. Alessa Shaw,
Owen von Schoenfeld,
Francis Carlitos Garcia,
Ian Michael Miller, Kendall Yuji Nakayama,
Coralie Vainui Teresita Huffer Boyvert,
Daniela Sarai Villegas,
Benjamin Cole Kudiamat, Daniel Anthony Jude Chappelle,
Jeremy Sosa Newland, Caden Gregory Plooster,
Gerard Crisitian Chaco,
Tomas C. Piedad,
Quentin Robert Barnum,
Ryan Jimmy Shimizu,
Marla Bonita Cortez,
Harmony Janae Harp,
Lily C. Soshin,
Edwin Guadalupe Arguello, Juan Bolanos Salazar,
Juan Angel Mendez, Eduardo Ramirez,
Kayla Irene Jordan, Rosemay L. Kaiklian,
Naomi Williams,
Nariam Avelar,
Eveline Uilani Ivana Guevara,
Kaylee Urick,
Sundus Mazin Akil,
Milo Daniel Kadrlik Petrarca,
Mahi Yogesh Kumar Patel, Jana Cecilia Pacheco,
Rin E. Kim,
April D. Camino,
Hannah Reyes,
Jade Ariana Abrahamson,
Moray Marcus Stewart,
Leticia Rodriguez, Daniela Mojica, Susie Montoya, Ruby Monique Ponciano,
Kolaafu Tuitavuichi,
Paige London Melanson, Grace Louise Pardin, Ana Risa Ferrer Montevirgen,
Jaden Midori Silva,
Laura Knopwin,
Elijah Salazar, Mercedes V. Villegas,
Kristen Erica Locke,
Maria Regina Flores Paredes,
Sadie Lynn Oliver.
Jeffrey Josue Salgado Flores.
Wendy Cassandra Hernandez.
Gladian Irad Nagao.
Eliana Cura Gorin.
Daniel Alberto Chavez.
Vincent Alexander Zarate.
Juliana Manjarres. Ana Karen Reveles.
Jocelyn Nicole Lopez.
Angelina Elizabeth Bolin.
Alejandra Suarez.
Emilio Roman Rodriguez.
Lauren Tiang Ko.
Jaya Hope Krishnan.
Ashley Quintero.
Jasmine Huerta.
Kevin Andrew Pena.
Andrew Joseph Aguirre.
Priya Melanie George.
Anaí Diaz.
Maria Fernanda Garcia Mendez.
Angeline Mahala Paku.
Molly Elizabeth Silvernail.
Debbie Rosas Dominguez.
Stephanie Lemus. Fatima Jimenez Hernandez.
Alyssa Miranda Paul.
Aja Taisheri Anderson.
Ryan Gregory.
Citrus Mateo Vivas.
Isabella Rose Lopez.
Diana Centeno Siqueiros.
Christian Junior Pineda.
Saida Larissa Diaz.
Fatima Gomez. Marissa Monet Hernandez Gomez. Shanti Elizabeth Gomez.
Giselle Perez.
Lauren Lee Smith.
Jasmine Haley Ramos.
Ashley Rose Lara.
Farzaneh Arbor.
Jasmine Sheila Sim.
Eliza Vanessa Perez.
Maximos Diego Hinojosa.
Tawanda Michelle Evans.
Julian Lopez.
Juliana Anahi Alvarado. Isabella Nicole Duque.
Sophia Vera. Emily Samira Salazar. Ishika Sanger.
Valerie Pedraza.
Elena Mary Lota Vito. Lucas Santoro.
Chris Bendari.
Samaya Raynell Kirby.
Rain Reynolds.
Danielle Gonzalez.
Kayla Tracy Spites.
Zion Nikhil Paul. Valeria Resendiz.
Soraya Jimenez.
Malia Franks.
Kayla Miranda. Tanya Elizabeth Olivas. Ixel Quintero.
Deja Naomi Verdew.
Erica Charisse Lacey. Nicholas S. Kite.
Morgan Diane Milobar.
Sarah Crespo.
Madeline Danielle Henriquez. Julisa Herrera.
Andrea Regina de Santiago.
Ashley M. Nieto. Brianna J. Patterson.
Amy Alexandra Aguilar.
Rayla Cristiana de Jesus Manalang.
Gavin Maximil Grow.
Emmanuel Rodriguez Becerra.
Elijah Demetrius Dixon, Carlos Umberto Acedo, Angelina Nicole Fratiani,
Sean Menzer, Blair R. Park, Diego Enrique Renteria,
Valeria Camacho, Alyssa Davis,
Carla Daniela Manzanares,
Ian Anthony Joseph Dela Cruz Salazar, Larissa Nicole Samano,
Maranatha D. Cabede, Izzy Juarez,
Lillian Nguyen,
Melina M. Saad,
Adela Domingo Martinez,
Megan Teresa Wilson,
Alyssa Pavana,
Olivia Hatch,
Brianna DeRay Sullivan,
Faith Jedida Chelsea McCrae,
Mia Christian Davis, Ashlyn May Curington, Kellys L. Conway,
Argentina Eva Talley,
Ivan Ruiz,
Noah Gavin Quezada,
Ethan Moshe Cohen,
Corey Stephen Williams,
Joshua Flores, Delfino Camacho II,
Jorge Brian Hernandez,
Derek Michael Ellis,
Nasai Adrain Rivas,
Jason Green,
Miguel Angel Nicolas, Annette Michelle Quijada,
Xavier Alejandro Constantino,
Joshua Min,
Junior Contreras,
Timothy James Hessen,
Jana Lucia Echeverria,
Isabella Garcia, Grace Lynn Lawson,
Dante Emiliano Estrada,
Troy Lipman,
Jared Michael Chavez,
Sean Ninos Michaels,
Valerie Marie Lizarraga,
Alexa Mary Camacho,
Madison Swan Lay, Michael Reed Heiter,
Tiana Marie Poyer,
Emma Helena Schuler, Emily Trejo Lopez,
Oscar Martinez,
Joshua Benjamin Gentle,
Mark Gabriel Angulo, Gerson Enrique Allende,
Haley A. Lopez,
Alejandra Santillan,
Kimberly Vannereth Ross,
Violeta Zarate,
Paulina Giselle Alonso, Brian Armando Chavez Espinosa,
Brandon Alexis Rodriguez,
Bruce Nicholas Kuntz,
J.D. T. Beaudry,
Luis Manuel Martinez, Carla M. Ramirez, Sierra Jane Petrosi,
Harrison Allen Coy, Jonah Luis Castanon,
Kiana Camille Ong Lempa,
Andrea Sofia Alvarez, Aiden Isabella Mari Azara,
Deanna Elizabeth Oliva,
Abriana Bernabe, Angelina Asque,
Gianna Nicole Ersbruck,
Chloe Ann Cates,
Maritza Ruby Aguilar Garcia,
Carolina Rios. Romy Michelle Matthews.
Kei Takazawa.
Jenny Lee.
Isabella Zuniga.
Mia Star Alvarez.
Joseph Dakota Vargas.
Crystal Gamara.
Cameron Pierce Markray.
Isabella Leon Lopreato.
Natalia Rose Martucci.
Gerardo Berdusco. Junyi Ju. Daylene Vasquez. Amy Seychow. Jade Emil Wright.
Elizabeth N. Bermudez.
Justin M. Naidas.
Larissa Arguello Aguiar. Danielle Celeste Altamirano.
Aaliyah Lopez.
Julian Enrique Ramirez. Leilani Quijano.
Victoria Isabella Franco. Emily Victoria Castillo Maradiaga.
Cassandra Oaxaca. Israel Pineda Castro.
Sofia Isabella Estrada.
Lily Grace Hargett.
Brooklyn A. Duran. Shelby Lisa Brown.
Alexa Catherine Vasilopoulos.
Liliana Callis.
Joanna Clemente.
Mayra Salazar Osorio. Cherish Trinity Washington Logan.
Lucy Ann Hinton.
Sarah Amanda Sosa.
Erica Ruiz. Daniela V. Parra.
Julia A. Falcon.
Giovanni Michael Garcia.
Yaki Parella.
Dunha Sanchez Martinez.
Dylan DiUlio.
Amanda Marie Sanchez.
Dulce Isela Cabrera. Jennifer Lauren Fasolki. Jamie Austria. Julia Yaneli Alamio.
Jason Kima Hart II.
Skylar L. Turner.
Matthew Dillon King.
Esmeralda Roblero Reyes. Marilyn Mora.
Jasmine Taylor Canada.
Maisie Rose Merkline.
Deanne Magante Andrada.
Crystal Georgina Hernandez. Hope Watiria Kimashia. Lily Bean Larson.
Carla Yamileth Virgen.
Vincent Relas. Jack Thomas Montoya. Andrew John Marsh. Anthony Palula.
Cyan Summer Wedgeworth.
Diego A. Martinez.
Jeff Grant Lowell.
Sam Saugat Parajuli.
Abram Estrada. Cristobal Franco Espinoza. Maria del Refugio Castillo. Zulema Ariana Cortez. Marlene Estrada Tapia.
Sadie Rose Workman.
Isabel Alvarenga.
Jacqueline Gonzalez Salgado.
Emma Grace Gonzalez.
Adam Michael Bird. Blue Alyssa Chandler. Brianna Dodge.
Mariah Elizabeth Hicks. Days Yamas.
Valeria Lisette Padilla.
Christian Chigbolu.
Katrina Ma. Emily Ariana Ontiveros.
Robert Thomas Harding.
Rodney M. Meredith Jr.
Daniel Bruce Kelly.
Alejandro Alvarado Contreras.
Aiden Liam Jacob Trites.
Cherry Delianne Cox. Isabella Natalie Alonzo.
Isaac Ruben Romero.
Joey Iglesias.
Nancy Morales Cazales.
Elena Anais Arteaga. Iris Faye Bustillos.
Cameron Ashley Hernandez.
Jordan Nasman.
Denise Elise Espinoza.
Sofia Barreto Consuegra.
Giselle Lee Vega.
Janet Guerrero Salinas.
Anjali Membrano.
Camille Fate Sarate.
Desmond Conley.
Derek Joseph Knott. Ava Johnson. Kiala Sian Gomibuchi.
Natalie Newber. Josephine Knock on Win. Isabella Pinheiro.
Kazuma Kosugi.
Ren Uechi.
Pilar Raboyo. Benjamin Elias Maldonado.
Island Gray Doty. Takuma Chigira.
Chase Waldy.
Allwell Tochukwu Benson. Said Omar Castillo.
Tyler Tagamasi.
Andrew Gutierrez.
Alam Aman Taha.
Colin Harold Riley.
Vincent Elmer Thornton.
Hung Viet Win.
Ethan Nathaniel Lundquist.
Sergio Alberto Cervantes Jr.
Nathaniel Ayodeji Olisa. Ashley G. Munoz.
Tyler Costello.
Emilio D. Ramirez.
Micah Kennedy. Christian Lozano.
Kylie Teen Win.
Tristan Gerald Winterscheid.
Edward Hong Lau.
Tristan Joshua Caranto Bandong.
Cameron Elliott Williams.
Caden Taihoa Win. Fatima Reyes.
Julian Salazar. Akane Yoshizaki.
Alid Miran Sanchez.
Alan Hernandez. Veronica Duran Lozano.
Tatiana Valori Sampson.
Xochil Tatiana Argueta Salaya.
Pablo Garcia. Andrew Logan Harris.
Noah Alexander Middlestead.
James Russell Weiss.
Carlos Baluyut.
Jonathan Yahir Villarreal Juarez.
Hasib Humayun.
Nicholas de la Rosa, Michael Andrew Kramer,
Nikola Yancic.
Maya Safia Molahassani,
Javier Alexander Hernandez.
Wyatt Heuven Seal, Benjamin Sanchez,
Diana Monique Mendez, Daniel Antonio Rancano,
Luke Jesse Belatau Brown,
Oscar Enrique Palomo,
Christian Castro Emperador,
Michaela Ann Graves.
Stacy Marie Sanchez,
Zoe Lynn Burns, Jasmine Forbes,
Joseph James Moore Raygoza, Nidia Elizabeth Nolasco,
Kanika Lee.
Gustavo Munoz,
Alyssa Marie Amezcua, Julia Elena Amezcua, Alejandra Cayetano,
Kylie Ann Mall,
Argon Inkbater,
Roberto Moreno,
Angelica Flores Roldan,
Heen Tran Tui Ling.
Julian Leroy Edgerly,
Otto Jr. Ortiz,
Andrew Yagu,
Luis Jesus Nava Navarro,
Sergio Estrada,
Liliana Sarai Isaac Zaragoza.
Justin Alarcon,
Michael James Santos,
Angel Gabriel Morales,
Shanmuka Priya Chundi,
Carla Saba,
Adam Barrett Heapy.
Dorsa Siavoshi,
Kenan Adnan Francisco,
Lily Han Vu,
Valerie Arellano,
Helena Wynn,
Elizabeth Grace Lynch.
Corbin Britton Burns,
Joshua Alexander Rodriguez,
Samantha Silva, Arman Harris Zia,
Daisy Tatejiam Agebser, Samuel Pablo Ceballos,
Victor Gonçalves Nunes Vasconcelos.
Mats Laborio Vigeland, Jocelyn Valdez,
Keanu Marcus Hua.
Audrey Celine Munoz,
McKenna Michelle Siebert,
Jolie Grace Mackey,
Christopher Ryan Lager. Mei Ikeda.
Hunter R. Munt, Andrew Nin Pollitt,
Jesus Benitez,
Aidan Thobaben,
Clay Patrick Bozanich, Adrian Emmanuel Alonso Estrella, Alex Joshua Coronado,
Andrew Thomas Valencia,
Elizabeth Louise Anthony, Jake Dean Brody, Minor Castanon Feliciano,
Dylan Dean Cootie. Aidan Gabriel Guerra.
Rebecca Marie Brown,
Lucy Elaine Soto,
Bethany Joy Max, Chloe Ling Mattingly,
Tyler Alexander Carmona,
Min Win,
Diego Sanchez,
Raymond Montiel, Gregory Edward Murray,
Anthony Alexander Arroyo,
Michelle Shuck, Joseph Parker Snetzinger,
Miles Richard Caverly,
Marianne Cruz Martin,
Julia Natasia Cortez,
Ariana Cazares Benitez,
Charlotte Keela Keena Hamilton, Emmanuel Guzman Anda,
Salvador Andrew Torres Jr.,
Aaron Manuel Lerma,
Cass Malcor,
Emily Ann Cantu,
Haley M. Suarez,
Jade Fontanes,
August Justin Taylor,
Isaac Giuliano Leon, Nicholas B. Lujan,
Fernando Yanez, Vincent Valerio,
Guadalupe Dorado, Jacqueline Fajardo,
Bruno Andrid Hernandez Ruiz,
Connell Fife Urquhart Clark, Alexander Frias Salazar,
Leila Milani Medina,
Natalie Abigail Berrigan, William Javier Avila,
Tomas Alexis Perez,
Francisco Javier Herrera,
Amanda Sky Ramos, Kobe Tyler Rick, Anthony Edwin Moz, Brandon Kenji Mendoza,
Dominic Riley Catanese,
Daniela Viveros, Khalees Imani Tate Jimmins,
James Anthony Laxamana Jr.,
Zitlali Rivera,
Quinton Magnus Vaught,
Aaron Aguilar, John Allen V,
Serene Yim,
Taylor Moa,
Bianca Nicole Gonzalez,
Claudia Alderete,
Rebecca Haram Kang,
Faith Elizabeth Durham,
Madeline Johnson, Luis Ruben Guzman,
Isabella Town, Tien Thuy Vu,
Min Ngo Win, Alyssa R. Mendez,
Karina Nieves,
Stephanie Nicole Lozano, Cedric Genavia,
Luisa Santana,
Sergio Esteban Lastra Orellana,
Joshua Glenn Clark, Logan Cole Borth,
David Pergison, Camden R. Matos,
Hunter Joseph Gray,
Denise Aragon Ortega,
Sydney Perez Weeks, Molly Marie Rhodes, Mark Alexander Reyes,
Luis Yamakawa,
Dakota Bryan,
Glebe Parrish,
Jared Jump,
Joe L. Murphy,
Yahira Castro,
Diana Elizabeth Garcia,
Vanessa Nunez Olmos, Cesar Ruiz,
Nicolas Velasco,
Sidlali Angelique Loza. Coraima Indeliza Lagunas Carmona.
Daniel James Fallgatter. Liz Bocardo.
Anissa Kuchison.
Wesley Morgan. Brandon Michael Rodriguez.
Reese Owen Chappelle. Fernanda Dominguez Ludwig.
Grecia Rodriguez.
Bailey Taylor Brownlee.
Mary Grace Isabella Rivera.
Griffin Walker Ward.
Charles Tran Leather. Finn Jeffrey Landgraf.
Crit Van Tile.
Salvador Angel Cisneros. Ryan Assar.
Aiden Anthony Robertson.
Brandon Antonio Cruz.
Cassidy Alexis Hughes.
Naomi Daniel Abate. Ileana Alcantar Vega.
Tiffany Nicole Meza.
Jana Shawar.
Miriam Hussein Dana.
Dylan McMillan.
Maximilian Paul Alcantar.
Lisbeth Torres Ixta.
Amaraya Isabella Palacio.
Andres Lopez. Joshua Rains Lino.
Evan William Wood.
Mylene Bonola.
Bennett Rothman.
Katie Marlene Amador.
Reina Lucero Sanchez.
Genesis Anaí Figueroa. Eric Alvarado.
Darian Oscar Rojas. William Ruiz.
Benjamin Silva Jr.
Sean I. Aguilar.
Brianna Gonzalez.
Alejandro Isaac Maciel.
Catherine D. Soto.
Isabel Finesse Leon. Eiley Ho.
Alexander Lee Sun.
Jarrett Daniel Laurel.
Giovanni Duran.
Mia Rose Swatchy.
Mason Antares Mora.
Rohan Singh Pardwaj.
Caitlin Kiang. Nia Malani Gordon.
Bruce Preston Veal II.
Braden Robert Donovan. Marisol Carlos Herrero.
Jacqueline Lopez.
Mia Jean Mansour.
Casey Danielle Aguili.
Alejandro Vera.
Princess Anika Mari C. Batino.
Evelyn Junessa Velasquez. Ashley Samantha Salazar. Aliana Giselle Sandoval.
Emily Joanna Gahiola Nava. Nakaya Rosser.
Oriana Areli Vara.
Ulane Guerrero. Giselle Angeline Herrera.
Enrique Vasquez Lopez. Emily Elizabeth Viosana Lucero.
Emily Veronica Guardado.
Kaylin Renee Romero.
Catherine Lutsky.
Reina Madeline Martinez.
Yaselin Amirani Gutierrez.
Karen Ureli Manera.
Kenny Alejandra Hernandez. Isaiah Lynch.
Christian R. Elizalde Castellanos.
Isaias Quintero.
Deborah Valenzuela.
Shireen A. Alkidi. Sophia Claire Carranza.
Audrey Ursula Pera.
Eduarda Durais de Paula.
Prince Rasim Salak Plotena.
Isabel Sanchez.
Emily Alexandra Atherley. Kylie Anne-Marie Barnhart.
Lucy Berta Sanzabrin.
Liliana Andrea Marquez.
Andre Agulto Achacan.
Matt Patrick Melendrez.
Isabel Cara Chang.
Alexa Garcia Gonzalez. Jenna Tiana Gerard.
Matthew Allen Solano. Dan Hui Tran.
Crystalline Jeffries.
Ethan Maximilian Morales. Kieran Young Nuno.
Kayvon Shaparast.
Alexia Alvarado.
Arlie Rendon Sierra.
Andrea Estrada.
Francisco Aguilar.
Arlene Liliana Argueta.
Arlene Mayeli Salukwi. Vivian K. Vo.
Carson A. Aceves.
Sarahi Rodriguez.
Daniela Deanda.
Sarah Suna Kang.
Carla Maria Ruiz. Sarah Mendez.
Vincent Bradley Aceta.
Alex Garcia.
Win Tree Dang.
Catherine M. Soule.
Ruby Castro. Nailea Dominique Diaz. Stephanie Castro.
Amalie Varos Howell.
Brianna Rubio.
Marley Wahaba. Justina S. William.
Emma Marie Gutierrez.
Raylene Janelle Tolentino. Marisa Eliana Saucedo.
Jared Quiroz.
Tu An Chung.
Jocelyn Solis. Nancy Santana.
Karina Lara Garcia.
Delvine Sauyu. Adrian Villarreal.
Tin Win.
Harrison Clifton.
Lori Lee Palafox Toscano.
Marlene Paula Gonzalez Solorzano.
Honey Paulina Morales.
Walter Angelo Leon. Eduardo Lara.
Litzy America Plata.
Ivan Enriquez.
Monica Tenorio.
Daniel Luna.
Well done, everybody. I saw an awful lot of proud faces out there. Before we close, we must acknowledge some who made today's ceremony possible. Sign language interpretation of today's ceremony was provided by Katie Kalin. Thank you to Katie. I would like to thank the Bob Cole Conservatory Brass Ensemble, beautifully led by conductor Rob Freer. We also thank the university commencement team for their planning efforts, and especially the CLA staff, faculty marshals, and ambassadors. And before I close, I would like to introduce the next Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, Dr. Donna Nickel. Thank you, parents, family, and students. Students, you are now the latest and greatest liberal arts graduates at the Beach. Thank you, congratulations, and go Beach! They deserve effort. They deserve effort.